So residents in Morris County tell me this has been happening every single night with the exception of Thanksgiving over the past few weeks. One family claims they followed a drone in their car, and while it hovered above them, the clock in their car changed times. Then they say the clock went back to normal after they drove off. Witnesses also talk about the size of these drones. Some say they can be as big as a small car. Despite the growing concern, though, Morris County officials insist, quote, there continues to be no known threat to public safety as the mystery continues.
Okay, keep us posted. This is bizarre. We need to know more. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
You wrote an op-ed about this. This happened a year ago. We're just now learning about it. Pretty shocking. What do we know about these drones?
Well, Will, first of all, thanks for having me on. But these drones were large. Some of them were as large as 20 feet long.
Mystery drones were spotted flying over U.S. military bases in Virginia last year for 17 straight days.
3 months earlier, mysterious drones were also spotted flying over a sensitive nuclear facility in Nevada. It is not clear whether these incidents were related.
They also had smaller quadcopters that came down off of the larger mothership drones that hovered just above the ground. This happened for 17 straight nights at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia, starting on Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions I need to understand. First, so you said they were large enough that they probably would have had to been launched from sea, from a ship off the coast. It seems inconceivable that would escape America's attention in terms of our surveillance, our spying from a foreign power. So I don't know how this happens or how. I don't know how. I guess, Chuck, I don't know how big a threat I'm supposed to take this as. I don't know who could have possibly done this.
Apparently, the Pentagon has no idea who these drones are. U.S. officials still claim that they don't know who was flying the drones or how to stop the drones.
And, Will, it gets worse. Just a couple of months earlier, there were several mystery drone flights over our nuclear testing range in Nevada, just north of Las Vegas. And again, nothing was done. And it gets even worse. Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported drones flying over their homes as if to say, hey, we know where you are.
After flying over Langley Air Force Base, the drones headed south over an area that includes the home base for the Navy's SEALs Team 6 and Naval Station Norfolk. John, this is just incredible.
The drone mystery remains unsolved, Harris, but it certainly has the attention of Pentagon brass.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
That's the question on everyone's mind as this object, and at times apparent clusters of objects, hovered over northern New Jersey last night. Multiple sightings were captured on cell phone video in the evening and matched similar images seen over the last 2 weeks.
The drone mystery over New Jersey, seen flying near President-elect Trump's Bedminster golf course and near a military base.
That's not a plane. Mysterious drones have been popping up in the night sky over New Jersey.
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights.
Residents sharing eerie videos like these on social media. Mike Walsh says he's been seeing them since mid-November.
It's like close encounters for people in New Jersey.
For the past several weeks, they've been spotting possible drones that are flying overhead. No one seems to know what they are. The FBI is looking into the sightings and is asking people to share photos and videos with them. So look at this. Sometimes it appears to be one large drone, possibly the size of a car. Whoa. Other times it's several objects flying in formation.
I can see 3 drones just in this view. There is another one over here. And another one back here.
And still little to no explanation.
The fact that our police, the county, the state, no one has anything to say about it, I think is crazy.
We went in search of answers Wednesday and learned this from the mayor of Mendham Borough.
I know that these drones are not new. They've been going on for a while now, like well over a year. It's just increasing. It's at a much more rapid level.
So there's a man in Morris County who took this video from last week. Large drones or even a fixed wing aircraft, he says, the size of a car.
he started noticing these multiple drone-looking aircraft in the sky at night starting last month.
He reported them to local police but hasn't received any explanation. Other residents say the drones seem to fly in coordinated groups, appearing every night except Thanksgiving and disappearing as soon as the sun comes up.
Just looked out the window at 6 o'clock and there were 7 or 8 hovering right near my home. It's a complete violation of privacy and unnerving. I couldn't sleep last night.
The drone sightings continued last night over Morris County and have now been spotted in other areas of the state. Where they're coming from and who's controlling them remains a mystery.
This is bizarre. There's more over there. Look. Holy cow. Look, guys. There's one there, one there, one there. Oh.
The drone sightings are near the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, a frequent overnight stop for President-elect Trump. Drones had been banned over Trump's golf course, and now the FBI is investigating. Residents are frustrated at the lack of information from authorities.
We want to know what's happening, and we want it to stop.
People are unnerved about it because there's no answer to who they are, who's controlling these drones, and why there's so many of them.
Aviation expert J.P. Tristani says his biggest concern is having unauthorized drones flying in an already crowded airspace that serves Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, Teterboro, and Morristown airports.
It's like a symphony in the sky of aircraft. All of them have prescribed paths. You start throwing unidentified objects, such as drones, UFOs, into that pattern, and you have a very critical problem with safety in the air.
Clearly in a formation.
The FBI says they are possibly drones and is asking the public for information and videos of any such activity. Local police say there's no immediate danger to the public, but they don't have an explanation for the flying objects.
Tonight in central New Jersey, a mystery in the sky.
What the heck?
The FBI is now investigating multiple sightings of swarms of drones hovering menacingly overhead night after night for the last several weeks.
This cell phone video taken last week shows drones hovering over a neighborhood in Morristown just above the trees. It's one of countless sightings by residents and law enforcement over the last 2 weeks.
You look up and you'll see them. I mean, they're everywhere.
Ryan Dawson sees the drones around dusk over his neighborhood in Mendham Township. FBI officials say residents describe seeing clusters of drones and a possible fixed-wing aircraft.
My wife and I were driving. We saw one right up above us that was the size of our car. I mean, it's crazy.
They're very fast. They dart around, but no one can figure out, like, why are they here?
Olivia DiMatteo owns Simple Coffee on West Main Street in Mendham. She says the drone mystery has brewed up all sorts of theories.
The rumors have gone from Russian spies to people stalking Trump to aliens, so nobody really knows what's going on, but it's definitely concerning.
Residents in Mendham and nearby towns call the whole thing unsettling.
It's suspicious to me, obviously. It's creepy.
Especially creepy, they say, because the culprit and their motives are unknown.
They're clearly alarming people, and you can understand why, because it's been happening repeatedly. And as some of those people in our story have said, they're just not getting answers from law enforcement.
And they're big, too.
And they're big. Some of them as big as small cars, which, if you've seen drones are normally,
I didn't even know they could be that big.
Yeah. So,
okay, stay on this one.
All right.
It's kind of crazy, really, the fact that they're up there, no one knows where they've come from.
We also reached out to the Morris County Office of Emergency Management, which referred us to the Morris County Prosecutor's Office. The prosecutor's office then referred us to the FBI.
From the Hindenburg to War of the Worlds, David, New Jersey has seen its share of aerial intrigue. Tonight, authorities say they understand the public's concern about the drones, but they say there's no immediate danger.
New reports that mysterious drones are swarming a U.S. military base and did so for 17 days in December of last year. Wow. New reports of something that happened in December that breached our national security? The Pentagon says it's stumped with no idea who is behind it.
Now, Pentagon officials recently addressed questions about the drones.
The number of those UAS incursions did fluctuate on any given day. But they didn't appear to exhibit any hostile intent. It's something that we, have kept our eye on.
This isn't the first time suspicious drone activities has been seen.
Here are some of the police reports from Virginia near Langley Air Force Base. December 6th, 10 p.m. Multiple drones have been tracked over Langley Air Force Base, and one was seen descending in the area of Marshall Street or Gosnold's Hope Park. The drone is not a Langley Air Force Base drone. December 7th, 11:07 p.m. Langley is reporting one that's about 25 feet off the ground, possibly landed at Gosnold's Hope. Myself and the other agent will be at 201 Drummonds at the horse pasture in the field getting a strong signal.